YouTubers? I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back into this weather presentation for the last day of January, believe it or not, January 31st, 2020. As always, please consider subscribing as well as watching the whole video and ringing the bell notifications as well. And if you click the description, or if you click more on the description down below, you'll be able to see some more of my videos that I put out as well as just view my channel as normal. So today we're going to talk about the weekend nor'easter and how it's going to shape out, or how it's going to turn out for a lot of you. I know it's not going to be, I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not going to be a really blockbuster system, but we still could have some impacts, and we're going to address them in this video today. So we're going to start by looking at this. Okay, so this is how it kind of turned out, except just cancel out the snow part because there's really going to be no snow. It took the similar track, it just didn't have, there was just not enough cold air or moisture in place at all. So we're taking a track like this, exactly like this actually. So, and they get it right on the track, and a lot of people got it right on the track. It's just that the impacts that it's going to bring are not going to be that well at all. We could have some, I'll address this later, some rain and snow mixed, maybe southern New England towards the end of the storm. But most of the snowfall will be in northern New England, where you might see a few inches, okay? But nothing like this really actually happened. It just wasn't enough cold air, not enough moisture. The storm wasn't getting all that intense either. Okay, so here is the latest storm threats, and here's a little summary down here. It's going to be an offshore storm track like scenario 2. However, some impacts are going to remain on the coastline northern New England, but the main impacts, again, like I said, will remain offshore due to the offshore storm track. Okay, so the winds, okay, they will be near hurricane force near the storm center. So if you happen to be one of those lucky cruise ships that happens to be caught in that nor'easter off the eastern seaboard, you might want to try and avoid it. And if you do, God forbid, just hopefully you can avoid it and scramble before it actually clips you. But like I said, this one's going to stay offshore, but it will produce some winds upwards of 70, 75 miles an hour. So near hurricane force winds are possible, but maybe along the eastern seaboard, maybe some winds of 25, 30 miles an hour. I don't think they'll get to 40, but that's very isolated. Probably just some breezy winds at the coastline. Rainfall will extend from the Tennessee Valley and the parts of the Appalachian Mountains to the eastern seaboard. Again, maybe up to an inch. If you get a really heavy downpour near the storm, maybe an inch and a half, but barely an inch for a lot of places for the rainfall. Like I said, northern New England will be seeing the heaviest snow, 3 to 5 inches probably, with some isolated 6-inch totals. And then, like I said before, there is a chance for a rain snow mix on the back side of the nor'easter in southern New England, but little to no accumulation whatsoever. So that is the latest, in my opinion, on the nor'easter. So now let's look at some models. Models here. So here's a GFS model. Okay, this isn't really the nor'easter, so to speak. It's kind of like a initial piece that pushes out, but the nor'easter lurks just behind right here, or at least a coastal storm at this point. And you can see it works its way out the coast. Maybe if it does enough moisture, it could help to spark some snow in the Great Lakes, but that's from another disturbance. That might assist in it, but not really going to do much. Just maybe make some snow for the Great Lakes, combining with that other disturbance. Alright, heading through time here. Like I said, not much snow. Maybe in central Pennsylvania you could see a little bit, but I mean, it's just a little bit of rain. Then maybe right there, maybe a little bit of snow that pushes through. Again, this is on the like backside, like totally the backside. All right, so if I need to so much, let's look at the snowfall totals. Okay, those are going to be embarrassingly low. Unfortunately, they're calling for a little bit of snow there in the lowlands of North Carolina, but I doubt it. The highest snowfall accumulation in the next 72 hours will be in the Appalachian Mountains. Maybe, like I said, 3 to 5 inches up there for northern New England. But other than that, that's about it. So let's look at the European model, and they had earlier at 2 o'clock some heavy snow and mix on the Appalachian Mountains. I mean, I'd probably believe it. Probably did happen. Again, here's a nor'easter. I mean, it looks pretty well defined, and they got your area of snow and rain, some more snow and rain up there. So they developed a storm pretty good, 999 millibars of pressure. Okay, then it pushes across. And the European model is kind of getting what I was talking about with that potential for snow and mix in southern New England. But probably won't be all that heavy. Okay, and you can just tell by the way this shape, there's some lake effect snow coming through. So, but maybe some snow and a little bit of wintry mix for southern New England from northern New Jersey to Boston. But other than that, not that much. Maybe a little strip of snow there, and then that's it. So European model might actually go a little bit higher on the snowfall totals for places farther south, but it's not going to be that much. So again, where you see that, if you do see that like little rain snow mix at the end, like I said, for southern New England, probably upwards of an inch. Like I said, little to no accumulation at all. Appalachian Mountains, where we saw that heavy, or at least moderate snow and ice, probably around 2 inches there. Probably picked it up already, actually. 3 to 5 here from western Pennsylvania, just east of Pittsburgh, down the spine of the Appalachian. But the European model's going a lot less on the snow totals for northern New England, maybe just 1 to 3 as opposed to 3 to 5 with the GFS. And finally, we got the NAM model. So again, there's that little disturbance pushing up initially, but I mean, it's taking the track of my scenario 2. It's just a little too far off the coast. Like, if we had more cold air and it went up like this, we would have had a totally different story. Remember that 40-70 benchmark I talked about in my last video? And if you didn't see that, I recommend you go back and watch it. Okay, that benchmark, okay, let's go 40, it's a 40-70 benchmark. So it's right up, I mean, I'm not going to spend all day looking for exactly what it is, but it's right around here. This is your 40-70 benchmark. So you see the storm is just east of that, okay? So, I mean, it's kind of a little bit of a lull here. And we'll have to watch this, because this little piece of energy, it's going to drop down from Canada, the Great Lakes, a little disturbance there, but it's going to weaken. And even if it does get down there, probably turn to some rain by the time it gets down to the coast, because it's just too warm. Too warm. And a little bit of snow to northern New England, but they weren't picking up on what the Euro was saying with all the snow potential for southern New England or anything like that. They weren't picking up on that, which is surprising for a model like the NAM. Okay, and look at the snowfall totals again. They're pushing maybe 5-6 inches for the spine of the Appalachian Mountains, because that's a NAM model. That's what they do. But I mean, so they can't rule it out. But northern New England, they're going a little bit on the 1 to 3 inch too. So maybe northern New England, your best bet's about 3-4 inches. Probably, but some isolated spots could get 5 or 6. So just to show you, when I told you those near hurricane force winds off the coast, and I mean, I'm not lying to you. I mean, here it is. The criteria for hurricane wind or hurricane force winds is 64 knots, which is 74 miles an hour. So yeah, I couldn't really get it to miles per hour, but 64 knots. That mean that is certainly hurricane force wind gust here, and it really deepens by the time we head through, you know, late Saturday evening. I mean, we're talking about winds above 80 miles an hour wind gust. Okay, but if that storm came like right here as opposed to out here, we'd have a much different story. But sadly, it didn't. But I mean, it probably saved a few lives actually by going out. But I mean, I know we're just praying for snow. So am I. I'm gonna be honest with you. I picked up about maybe up to an inch, maybe an inch and a half so far this winter. So it's been a disappointment. And February doesn't look all that good either. But we do have the possibility for some snow. So that is my next video. Please consider going and watching it. So that is it for today's video. That is it on, that's the latest on the weekend nor'easter. Stay safe, everybody. It's a storm that we still should not look down on. We should still give it some, you know, time to see what it does. But looks like it won't be as major as we thought it would be. But still, some wind, rain, and a little bit of snow is still possible. So thank you for watching. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time. Thank you for watching.